Good afternoon. My name is Brian. I am a medical marijuana patient in the state of PA, and I am a medical marijuana patient and advocate. I believe in hemp and marijuana to be a plant-based medicine that can be beneficial at all levels. As science continues to produce the facts behind these plants and we open the doors of opportunity and success out there, I think as a patient, as a user, as someone that has a past in this industry before it was legal and now has roadblocks like felonies and other things, funding, resources in the way of these huge companies and monopolies, I would like to reach out to try to partner with some of you. Give and empower some of us. Let us help you help others. I've created Dab Dash, Canna Consultants, Felony Farms. I have magnitudes of opportunities surrounding this business. But what I don't have, and this comes a lot, I guess, with people, especially patients, we're living paycheck to paycheck, and we do not have the resources we need to make these dreams a reality because people like us, if you give us a space, felons, addicts, cannabis, whatever, if you want to reintegrate us and you want to truly make us successful, you must give us a fair and equal chance. You must give us a hand up, not a hand out, a couple $100 and make us go away and hopefully we overdose. Because we're not addressing all the issues with the lockdowns. But I'm an entrepreneur. And when I see an industry and I see change, other people see turmoil, scared. Entrepreneurs see change as an opportunity. Mark Cuban said that best. Shout out to Mark. I am like right now stuck between a rock and a hard place because I put my family first. I have a long past of addiction issues that I've overcome. I went upstate for 6+ years over being addicted to drugs and committing a crime I would never do if I was in sound mind. But that's what drugs and alcohol do. And that's why we started Weedication, Grassistance, Dab Dash, Canna Consultants, Sensational Services, Wellness Centers. I'm trying to make a niche market for other people like me that have a passion, a desire, a drive, but lack the connections, the resources, the funding, the help, and people. This is a new movement. I understand that. I'm 100% in on it, but I cannot continue to sit by the wayside when I can be out here trying to help this industry deliver products, deliver better experiences, cut down pricing, give felons and addicts an opportunity to get into the market that they preach is going to help opiate epidemic. Well, let me tell you what it $280 some dollars after 4 years in the program. If I go and I spend and I limit my use for my PTSD, anxiety, and pain, $200+ a week for 4 items at a dispensary. If that's truly a medication, we need to do better. We also need to do better like felons and people that have a minor felony. Yes, there's ways to get them expunged, etc. They've been in this industry, but now can't even be a bud tender in this industry because of their past. You want us to be able to pass an FBI. I get it. An FBI background check, though. So I'm trying to create some smaller companies for smaller opportunities so people out here that can't get legally involved in this can also, just like these other giant industries, make a small amount of money, live a free and fair life, comfortable doing things they love. But it's hard. So we need to stick together. And I'm reaching out to some people, some of the people that I support, Saliva Wellness, the Healing Center, Harvest, Sunnyside Dispensary, used to be Cresco. I want all PA industry people to pitch in on this and help at a small level, not by monopolizing it and offering rosin and cutting the rosin pressers out here out of it, not delivering the products yourself and cutting out the delivery carrier business that could be making millions of dollars off of you. Don't be greedy. Let's share the wealth. I also learn some stock market opportunities, and I would like to be able to share these on a platform where we can all benefit. Greed gets us nowhere in life. And all the money in the world will not buy you happiness. And I'm not asking to be rich. I'm not asking to be a millionaire. What I am asking for is, let's unite. Big business, small business. Black and white. Mothers and brothers. Fathers and sisters. Whatever we have to do is we have to put our differences aside, start looking at things through a different perspective. Give others a fair and equal opportunity, especially if you're preaching a great America. You're preaching the great American dream. Is it only for the American dream? Is it only for the people that come here illegally? Or seek asylum? Or, God forbid, you make one mistake, should not lock you out of an opportunity to create wealth for your family in a legal entity. So I'm asking these people I reach out to, would you consider helping a nonprofit like Felony Farms that is going to start reintegrating and working with John Fetterman and Governor Wolf and Biden, whoever's in office? We're independents for a reason. We work with who is going to help us the most at that time. We can't change certain things around us. We can change the way we think about them. We can change the people we surround ourselves with, people, places, and things. And I was a drug and alcohol counselor for a long time, and people mistake and view and label and criticize and look down on people like myself because of a felony, because of addiction issues, because we're associated with Trump, say, because of where we grew up, because we eat at the Olive Garden, because we can't afford $4,000 meals a day. I mean, a sitting, a plate. Felony Farms, fellowship.org, dab-delivery, Canada Consultants wants to work with this big industry to try to help bridge this disconnect, help create a little bit of help narrowing that gap, the wealth gap. We don't need that big of a gap, guys. If we are the most powerful country in the world, the wealthiest country in the world, we need to do better. By how? By empowering our people, the people that built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. And I'm not just talking about PA. We can start small. And I talked to John Fetterman's assistant before I had my hang up with the hemp business that I was starting to grow hemp and teach people how to grow hemp at home until they made it. You had to have a permit. Anyhow, back to the reason I'm sending this email and this video messages out is there's a lot of good people out here that are struggling to survive. There's a lot of good people out here that had a mistake, made a mistake, and have changed for the better. There's a lot of people out here that are never going to speak up for themselves, and their family for generations have lived the same cycle. And in addiction, we say the definition of an insanity is to continue to do the same things and expect different outcomes. Well, what do you think our government's doing right now? They're trying to divide our country even more. We need to take a step back. We need to lower the temperature. We need to come together, stop looking down on each other, and start giving small businesses like me an opportunity, a voice, and great things are going to happen. So I'm going to ask those out there, if you are willing and able to help donate to one of the nonprofits, that money's going to go to help me pay to get to Fetterman, to have a sit down with him, to talk. We already talked for an hour and 45 minutes about Felons America, and they have the new weed thing where you can get that off of your record. Well, I have a felony from addiction issues. I have an armed robbery from 20 years ago. We need to start reflecting on the good people can do instead of just always focusing on the negative. We need to stop being decisive, negative, and we need to start healing and helping one another on all levels. Just not helping the rich get richer, but helping the middle class sustain. And right now, small businesses are dying left and right by the hundreds of thousands. Yes, and people are dying from this pandemic too. But look at the number of suicides. Look at the number of drug overdoses. Look at the number of people waiting in lines. And we're supposed to be the let's do better. Let's share the wealth. Let's give real people real opportunities to make real money. So guess what I'm going to do if I ever do get rich? And ever if I have extra money, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to pay it forward like we should right now. So if you want to pay it forward, you want to help, please click, message me, scan the QR code, Brian Sends, fellowship.org, Felony Farms, Canna Consultants, Dash Delivery, and I would love to get a couple of these things going and sell it all off and let you take it. Just give me a percentage of it. My goal is for families like me to have sustainability, some financial freedoms, to know our kids are going to be okay in this very volatile world. Thank you, and God bless, and I hope to hear from you soon.